Hello and welcome to the second episode of Dreamslayer Studios' classic Marvel TSR role-playing game live play version of IROSHAN, Gods and Monsters. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more great RPG content. Be sure to check out my channel for the serial horror podcast The Loft and our first live play run of the great American novel Devil's Canyon. And now, without further ado, let's play. Okay, so we had left off the last time with a group of Cenobites
Cenobites.
that had
Did they smell delicious?
that had entered into the cabin in the woods with the Cenobite known as Dr. Chenard in the lead, and he made a rather threatening caveat of, "You have called us, we have come, one of you shall pay with your flesh, who will it be?" And then he made a rather aggressive move towards you all, which meant an impending battle was imminent. Okay.
All right, let's take care of these guys.
All right, so just to recap again, now that you're on the correct page, there's your Dr. Chenard. Right there, you see the little purple thing going around him?
Yep.
Okay. There's Torso, and then there's your Wire Twins. And Chenard is moving towards you guys. Now, the walls that you see in this area here, you can kind of ignore those walls. It's really more of just a big open room. And then just behind where the Wire Twins are right here, this little purple area right there, that's kind of the gateway that they have come out of. So that is kind of your entrance to Leviathan's realm right back there. And since we are now beginning a battle sequence, we need to roll initiative. And in order to do that, you just have to take one D10 and roll it. And then you're going to add your initiative bonus to that. And then tell me what you get.
I got a 7 + 2.
Okay, so a 9. Shard.
Where it says initiative bonus,
Yep.
I don't have anything in there.
I
No number.
I had sent something to you in an update, but what is your
Sorry.
Is it fighting or intuition? I think it's fighting. What's your fighting?
Is that F for fighting?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
EX, excellent.
And then what are your martial arts?
20 is the number.
And you have martial arts something, don't you?
What's that going to be under?
Talents.
Sorry. Martial arts.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. It says martial arts A.
Okay, so it doesn't give you an extra. So you get a +1.
Okay. So I have 4 + 1, 5.
So 5. Okay. Poet.
Rolled an 8 + 1 initiative.
Yep. So that's a 9 for you. Side Ghost.
I rolled an 8. I rolled a 7 + 1 is 8.
Okay. And Arsenal.
5 + 3, 8.
All right. I got to roll for my little dudes. Okay, so it looks like old Dr. Chenard is going to go first. So Chenard floats in, carried by the tentacle that is attached to his head. And from that tentacle, you see more smaller, like little tentacles that kind of sprout out from behind his head. And attached to each one of those is a sharp implement of some sort, whether it be a little saw blade or a razor or something like that. So each one of these little tentacles that is coming out of there has something sharp attached to it. And each one of these squares here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, each 5 squares basically counts as an area. Now, your basic move for all of you, just based on your endurances, you can move up to 3 areas. So that's a total of 15 squares per round. So this room is so small, pretty much anywhere you go in here, you're going to be able to move to within a round's turn. So he moves to this location right here and targets Arsenal for his first attack.
Oh.
And he sends out 2 of these tentacles your way.
Are we still invisible?
Oh, that's right. Thank you for reminding me. You are invisible.
Invisible? We're all invisible.
Yep.
Sweet.
So with that, thank you for reminding me of that. I had forgotten completely about that. So with that in mind, you guys actually do have initiative. So they are now frantically searching the room for you.
Cool.
So you have initiative over top of them. So as far as you guys rolled, the first one that would go, looks like it would be Spartan.
Go, Spartan, go!
All right. I would like to try to use my matter animation power to use the wires that are attaching the wire twins, and just sort of move the wires violently about, hoping to kind of rip them apart or injure them at least.
Okay.
I think just for good luck's sake, I would like to use karma for that.
Okay.
Which is a good thing I rolled an 8.
All right. So what is your matter animation?
That's remarkable.
Okay. So you're going to roll on you're rolling on the remarkable column. You rolled an 8. You've got to get it up to a
36. So, all right, 28 karma.
And then what is your power rank on that?
Remarkable.
Okay, so that's going to do 30 points of damage to the pair of them.
Mike, what are you drinking there? What's that drink? It looks interesting.
Just bourbon.
Oh, nice.
And
It's a
then
little bourbon. Are you sure? Is it bourbon with something else or just bourbon?
Just on the rocks with a little water.
Oh, cool. It's my favorite drink.
Me too.
all right, so you reach out with your matter animation power and basically kind of constrict those wires that are attaching the 2 of them. And you can see them just digging in further into their flesh, and blood starts to splurt out of them. And they don't speak. They don't have the capability of making noise. So they both open their mouths in a gaping, silent scream.
All right. I'll call that a success.
It is. All right, so we move on to Psy Ghost and Arsenal. You guys tied for the next in line for initiative.
I'll give Arsenal's welcome to go first.
Okay.
Oh, thanks. I will take the creepy crawly guy. With the 2 arms. Can't think of his name.
Before we get too much further, sorry, just a little reminder that you all do have the capability of potentially having more than 1 action per round based on your fighting. And if you have a fighting of excellent or better, you can roll for extra attacks. I think the only one that has anything higher than an excellent is probably Andy. Is that right?
I've got remarkable, yeah.
And is everybody else pretty much at excellent on that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So if you have excellent, in order to get a second attack, you just have to get a green.
On the first attack.
Well, no. You roll fighting to get extra attacks. Okay.
Oh, gotcha.
So you just say, I would like to roll for extra attacks, and then you roll for that. And then if you get a green, then you get at least one extra attack. If you are on excellent and you get a red, then you get 2 extra attacks.
Jesus.
Okay. Now, Andy, you have remarkable, so all you need is a yellow to get 2 extra attacks.
Gotcha. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Well, I'm going to reach in the cloak and pull out just a sword based upon my roll. Depends on what type of sword I'm going to pull out.
Now you can, even before you roll for that, you can say, I would like to get like an epic weapon or what have you, and kind of shoot for a red or shoot for a yellow. Spend the karma to get you up to the next color if need be. But if you don't succeed, then you get a lesser version of that weapon. Does that make sense?
Well, I will reach in and try to pull out Excalibur.
Okay.
So let's see here.
That's pretty serious.
Hey, if you're gonna pull something out, pull something.
You're gonna pull a stone out too. You're gonna have to pull it out of the stone. You have to.
All right, and so 77. And
77.
Yeah.
And that's probably a yellow. Did you call karma on that?
I did not call karma.
That's probably a yellow. So a yellow then does grant you a weapon that possesses the ability to cause up to incredible damage, either melee or ranged.
Okay. I'm going to go in and try to knock out the arms of the creepy collar dude.
Okay.
So, and just to make sure I got that, I am going to call karma on this one. So, don't want to swing and miss. So 65, and that's under fighting.
Mm-hmm.
So that is definitely a green, and I'll spend the 5 to take it up to yellow.
Okay, now you have fighting of remarkable, correct?
Correct.
Now, if you take a look down at your talents, you also have blunt weapons, edged weapons, thrown weapons, all of that sort of stuff as well.
Okay.
Now, with edged weapons, that gives you a +1 column shift to your fighting, so you're rolling on incredible.
Gotcha. So I got to get all my +1s on there. I haven't got all my +1s. So in that case, that is a it's right at the beginning of yellow.
Okay. And then that was the roll took you to a yellow, correct?
Yep.
Did you want to bump it?
Not gonna spend any karma. Not gonna spend any karma yet.
Okay. You do have to spend at least 10 because you called it.
Oh, okay, that's right. So I guess let's see, put me at 5, 10, 25. Well, heck, let's just go for straight red. So first red, take out those arms.
And since he can't see you coming, he can't exactly dodge. So I'm going to say with that roll, you succeeded in severing one arm, which takes him down to where now he has to crawl with just one hand. And that does incredible damage, so it does 40 points to him. And that was a red, so he's going to have to roll to see whether or not he dies or not. He got 92, so he's not dying.
No, man.
In fact, he feels better.
Yes. He just got shot in the arm.
It's like, yeah, all right, thanks.
What's a flesh wound?
Okay, so we then roll over to Psyghost.
I think I'm gonna take this doctor down. This is getting pretty near us right now. I'm gonna tentacle him before he tentacles us.
Okay.
So I call on the void a black kind of void, sort of circles me. Out of my eyes and my mouth come tentacles, and I'm gonna do a attack on him, a psychic tendrils attack on him with my psychic tendrils, just going right for him and trying to rip him to shreds before he can even get near us.
Okay. All right. Make that roll.
All right. I'm gonna roll. Should I roll first for multiple attacks?
If you would like to, yes.
Well, I would like to.
Okay.
So I roll a D100, right?
Mhm. Yep.
95.
All right. That sounds like it's probably a red.
It's a red. So 2 attacks.
Yep.
2 attacks, 3.
3 attacks
3.
total.
Jesus, can I do this 3 times?
Yes, but not in immediate succession. You do your first action, everybody goes, and then it rolls back around to you.
All right, so let's just try to like get this. I'm gonna tendril this guy before he can tendril me.
Okay.
That's the mistake. All right, so you ready?
Mm-hmm.
73 with monstrous. That puts me in yellow with this guy. 75 monstrous.
And what's your damage on those?
Monstrous.
Okay.
Monstrous psychic damage.
Okay.
Oh, I don't know what my attack is. Is it monstrous too or no?
Let me just double check that. I'm going to pull up your sheet.
I mean, it says can be utilized to invade a subject's mind, causing monstrous physical damage, but the attack's monstrous.
Yep, monstrous damage.
There you go.
Mm-hmm.
75 to that baby. I still remember those numbers even from the old. 75, 100, 50, 40, 30. All in my mind.
Oh, it's all up here.
It's all here. Just right there.
Right there. Close at hand.
Right there.
Instant reference.
All right, so you reach out with those tendrils and you begin to rip at his form, and you start to see him slowly kind of starting to come apart. You haven't really pulled him asunder yet, but it's really doing some pretty major damage.
Yeah, just wait, dude, because you're going down. I'm not done yet. Warm up, Mike. Just stretching those psychic tendrils.
Oh, and Poet, I'm sorry, we skipped you. You also rolled a 9 for some reason. I didn't see that on my sheet, so it's please, by all means, it's your turn.
That's cool. All right.
She needed the time to write.
I appreciate the being overlooked and giving me more time to rhyme some stuff.
Spit,
Okay.
Poet.
All right, I'm going to address the same tentacles situation. The tentacles of Dr. C might make us want to run, but as long as he is in this room, he'll feel they weigh a ton.
I just kept that clean.
45. Monstrous.
Puts you at least in the green, almost to the yellow.
Green.
Mm-hmm. All right, so you see the tentacles now have just fallen basically towards the ground, dragging his head down as well. So he is immobilized at this point, pretty much glued to the floor and struggling to try to pull up, and the tendrils that Cyghost has around him are binding him as well. So he's pretty much immobile. And then that was a monstrous power rank on that, right?
Yes.
Okay. All right, Dana.
Okay. So I'm going to hold out my hand and I pull out a brush from my portal that appears in my hand, and a palette appears on the top of my palm, and I swirl the brush around, and red paints swirl through the air and they fly towards him, surrounding him. And I say, off with his head. And it forms into a very large axe with a heart-shaped blade on the end. And it swoops through the air and hopefully chops his head off.
Okay.
What am I'm rolling this for?
It's going to be under your universal. Now, I think I'm going to put that under personal spell. So that would be under the incredible rank.
Okay. Here we go, big green. Is 64.
And you have occult lore, so that gives you a +1 as you're casting.
Okay, so 65.
Mm-hmm.
And you said incredible.
So that gives you
not as fast on this chart.
When I say +1, that's a +1 column shift, so that puts you under amazing. Shift. Yeah.
Okay, so that's yellow, I think, if I'm reading it correctly. I'm not as fast at reading it, so to make sure looks pretty yellow to me.
All right. All right, so your axe spins forward and it catches him right in the neck and cuts about halfway through, and his head just kind of peels over to the side. But
torturing him at this point.
Yeah. And you hear the air expel from his vocal cords, just this. But he is just ever so slightly clinging on to unlife right now. So we roll back around. Arsenal, did you roll extra attacks or no? I couldn't.
I did not.
Okay.
Nope.
So then.
Are we still invisible?
Still invisible, yeah.
Okay.
It comes back around to, well, let me have one of these guys make an action. Torso is going to, since he knows you're right in front of him, he's going to try to swipe with his one good hand in an effort to try to grab you.
Okay. If we get additional actions, do we go first or no?
No, no. Everybody goes first, or goes before you, and then it rolls back around. So, Torso swipes at you in an attempt to grab, and he gets 60. So he did grab a hold of you, and he's got a strength of remarkable. So you're going to take 30 points of damage.
Even if I try to evade?
You don't have any more actions.
Oh, gotcha. You got me. All right, 30 points damage.
Mm-hmm.
All right, my turn.
Goes to Cyghost.
Cyghost.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm going to rip him apart with these tendrils. He's gone. This guy, enough of this. I got a 78, which puts me at yellow.
Okay.
Monstrous.
All right. What do you want to do?
Tear him apart.
All right. So those tendrils grab hold, and they take advantage of the gaping wound that is at his throat now, and grab hold of his head and just peel it off. Just rips it right off of the body.
Yeah, he's not a person, right? He's like, I'm not just tearing apart an individual here.
That's correct. Yeah. This is a demon, so you're not going to suffer from karma loss for this.
No problem. Okay, cool. So make sure it wasn't like Bobby from next door.
Getting human rights atrocities right now.
Mm-hmm. Now, I have done this 2 ways over the years, and we can vote however you guys want to do this, and we'll continue moving forward. We can re-roll initiative or keep the initiative as it is.
Keep initiative. Faster.
Is that good for everybody?
Yeah.
Okay,
sure.
So we'll keep initiative rolling. So that rolls then back around to Spartan.
I think seeing that that the doctor is taken care of, I'll move on, and since Torso seems to be attacking and doing damage, I'll just kind of do a strike down with my bat, charged with vibration, just a straight down kind of slam kind of swing.
Okay, towards
Torso.
Torso. Okay, now you do have Andy in the way.
Oh.
Because he's right in front of him. And even though Andy's invisible to them, I think that you guys can still see each other. So
Gotcha.
Can we switch spots? Can you yell out and I'll teleport away, and then you can come in with the bat right behind me?
yeah, you could do that.
We could try that.
Okay.
What would I roll for that?
Actually, all you got to do is yell at him, and then Andy's going to have to teleport away.
All right, Andy, move.
All right. So let's see. I got to roll for that, right?
Yep.
So, 41. 41 under. Oh, that's amazing. That's easily a green. Yep. So I'm right at the green.
Okay.
Green means go.
That's good. Boom, you're out of there. Move where you want to go. I'd get further away from there.
I'll just move right next to him.
I'll just come back in there.
That's better. And then, Mike, are you trying to get closer, or are you going to do it from where you're standing?
I'll try to get closer.
Okay.
I don't know that I could hit him from where I am.
Mm-hmm.
So what do I roll for that?
Well, as far as moving, you can move freely.
Okay.
You're not going to be passing anything really able to prevent you from getting there, so you can just move there.
Gotcha. I'll go right up to him then.
Okay.
And then just charge the bat with vibration and
Mackety whack.
Mackety whack. Ooh, God, 31.
And let's see, do you have any pluses that you can add on to that?
Got martial arts A, C, and E.
Got blunt weapons?
And then, the bat does blunt damage, but I gotta hit what I'm swinging at first, I think.
Yep. Okay, so yeah, no bonuses there. When we're spending karma to advance your character, we might want to add blunt weapons potentially for your for your character. That would help you.
Right.
Okay, so that was a green.
I don't think so. I'm swinging or rolling under fighting, right?
Correct.
Excellent. No, I just missed it.
Okay. All right, so that's a miss. Swing and a miss.
Swing and a miss.
And poet.
Okay. This is a little tortured. Oh. Hold on, it's getting less tortured. Okay, I'm ready.
Eureka!
I hope it's a limerick.
All right. The Cenobite twins, held fast by wire, are bound together no more. The wire snaps like an over-tightened lyre, remaining coiled around their necks like marionettes, and lifts each off the floor.
Okay.
They're being strung up. And karma. Do I have to specify karma or just say karma?
I just say karma.
Karma. Ooh, okay. I got 90.
Ooh.
Oh.
So spend your 10 karma, and that's 100.
That'll do it.
So we're going to roll for those ladies and see whether or not that terminates them. Wow, I'm rolling really good. 98.
Jeez.
Okay.
So they are not dead, but you
90
definitely
put me in the red.
Yes, it
Dangling
did put you in the red. Yes. They are hurting pretty bad and dangling now in midair. And then we go to Arsenal.
Oh, no.
Oh, okay.
Oh, wait, you already teleported.
Yeah, I already went.
So Psyghost.
Yeah. So, but I rolled a red on the last one. I didn't take I only took one extra turn. Should I
I am so sorry. Yes, I apologize.
So my tentacles go through the guy and then go over to this torso.
Mm-hmm.
Can I get that attack now?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
All right, so let's do that, baby. Let's do that. Let's do that. Let's do that. We got a 85. Jesus, I'm getting some good rolls. 85 is a that's definitely yellow.
And
75.
that's 75 there as well, right?
Yep. So I send the tentacles through him as they rip him apart. They go across the room, fly into the torso, and attempt to do the same thing, going through his eyes and then pulling his body apart.
Oh, nice. Okay. All right. So your tentacles go right into his eyes, reach down into his throat, and just pull out the vocal cords.
Perfect.
And let's see here where he's at.
And Mike is standing there, and two tentacles come right between his legs, like, what the heck?
Whoa!
And
yeah, I went up your leg. I went around you, not under your leg. I was just careful about that.
He's still kicking.
So right now, and then I see that he's not dead. That was my bonus turn. So
That's
now
fine.
I
Yes.
pull him apart even more.
Okay.
And on that roll, I get a 73, which is still monstrous.
Mm-hmm.
How's that? Take him apart. Come on, dude.
We'll do it. We're gonna put a little skull and
Tentacles
crossbones on him.
I send the tentacles through the entire body and then pull apart.
Yeah, and he just erupts in a torrent of blood.
There we go.
And now we have the hanging wire twins, like marionettes.
Like a piñata.
So that should take us then to Shard.
Okay. I can just use my soul sword just whenever, right?
Yep.
Okay, I'm just gonna do that.
Okay.
Take a nice swipe and try to chop them in half, I guess.
All right, move yourself over there to the piñata.
Sorry. Boop. Okay. And what is this going to be under?
That is fighting.
Fighting.
And do you have edged weapons? I think you do. No, you don't. Look at that. You don't.
It's a magic sword, I guess. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Magical edge. I got 47. And fighting is excellent. EX, excellent, 20. So, sorry. I'm sorry, I'm slow. Green, just a green, I guess.
Well, the good thing is that's all you need, because they can't really do anything to keep you from doing that. So you swipe at the piñata and cut it in half, and candy falls out of it.
I want that candy.
And they are now defunct as well. So that was a pretty swift little battle you guys had there.
That was easy. That's what you get when you mess with us.
And so
Yeah.
Demon world. Keep that in mind in the future.
So Spartan and Shard, you are now standing in front of this portal that leads to Leviathan's realm. And you can see it crackling with kind of a blue light and darkness beyond as a faint mist pours from the wall behind the wire twins and the torso.
Well, What do you guys think we should do now?
Let's
Don't
dive
open
in.
the box again.
Oh, we're way past that.
Yeah.
When there's a portal, you go into it, right? What else do you do?
Go home and have tea or pizza.
Go,
We should probably
I mean,
change
go
locations.
to Taco Bell.
Go.
All right. Well, let's.
Burrito.
I think we
Jump in
should.
both feet.
Who has the box? Does Andy have the box still?
Yes.
Okay. And he's
What city are we in? Where are we right now? What city are we in?
Just outside of Chicago.
Okay, cool.
In a cabin in the woods.
So we go in the portal, or we can go see a
We should-
concert at maybe what's it called? The park, the Millennium Park. If there's a free concert tonight, it'd be lovely. We could all have a
We're
picnic.
not going to the
You're
damn
fine.
portal.
We just got done spooning the night before. Come on.
That's true.
Go to a concert, have a picnic, have some wine, and then we'll go.
At least buy us dinner.
I mean, like, why go through a portal now? I mean, really, we get some food. This was good.
I have a question though. Okay, for Ghost. What did you see again? Can you describe what you saw when you tried to get to Tyner? Can you describe it?
Not much. We just heard his voice, right? I don't think we heard. I don't know. You guys
He saw Leviathan, correct?
No, didn't see Leviathan. He saw a gigantic, shadowy figure with big, gnashing, pointy teeth.
Okay.
Ah.
Didn't remember that. Okay.
It was called a Jabberwocky, I think, or something.
No.
Yeah. So that's what I saw.
So why are we going in the portal? Are we going in there because we just want to go in there?
Well, if you'll recall, the visions that you guys received when you were at IROSHAN headquarters were that of Cenobites coming to IROSHAN headquarters and ripping into the current members. So we know that somehow these things were released into IROSHAN headquarters, and we know that the current members are unresponsive, and their souls apparently have been removed from their bodies. Now, whether they are in here or somewhere else, you don't know, but it seems like the answers are pointing towards Leviathan's realm.
Yeah. All right, I guess we go in the portal, right, guys?
So, yep. Real quick though, is the box?
It's cheap. We can bring our own wine, bring our own food. It's free. Great.
Yeah.
Is the box still active? Like when we opened it, is it still in an open state or a closed state?
Yes, the box is still in its open state.
Okay. Yeah, I'm afraid to close it because that might close that portal.
Correct.
So
probably a good instinct.
all right, let's move.
I'll
Move
leave
to
that
the portal.
All right.
All right. Well, you step inside the portal and you travel down a long hallway that is slowly, leading you in a downward spiral, to quote Nine Inch Nails. And then when you finally step foot across the threshold into Leviathan's realm, you enter through a gaping maw that is almost carnival-like in nature. It's a weathered old gate in the shape of a distorted clown face. You hear the distant sound of calliope music, ever so slightly off-key in the distance, and you emerge onto an uneven stony platform that overlooks the great Labyrinth, the realm of the dark god Leviathan. It is cold and wet in this place, and the stench of rot and decay hangs in your nostrils. An icy cold wind cuts you to the bone. Below you, you can see the enormous labyrinth that stretches out as far as the eye can see. Above it all is the great Leviathan itself, a giant, elongated, diamond-shaped metallic object/entity that rotates on its axis, spilling forth an ebony light that brings the horrors of its subjects to life, injecting a lifetime of torment into a single breath. The cries of agony beckon to you to begin your descent.
Wow, that's a lot to take in.
Told you we should have gone to the park. Enjoyed the concert.
You do see a stairway that leads you down into the labyrinth itself.
Well, I suppose we should
All
head
right.
down there.
Y'all memorize that labyrinth we saw, right? You know how to do that? Left, right. What was it, Andy?
I didn't see it.
We're like left, right, left, right.
Left, right.
Sure. Can from our perspective, can we see the entire labyrinth and all of its nooks and crannies from a bird's eye view?
It is like an MC Escher painting,
Oh, okay.
if that gives you any clue. So up is down and left is right, and it
Forward is
is
backwards, and
it is ever
all the other
changing.
stuff.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
David Bowie there?
What's that?
David Bowie in his tight pants there?
It's probably somewhere. He'd make a hell of a Cenobite.
It's really hard to GM with us. We have so many years of references.
That's true.
In like multiple decades.
So who's leading?
Is it Mike or I? Andy's already in the portal there.
I just threw myself in the portal.
He ran in there.
So I guess I am walking in the portal.
Okay, so I'm going to have you roll one 10-sided die and tell me what you get.
All right. A 1.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
All right, so you guys travel
I just
down.
fell down the stairs.
Andy, nice on you.
You guys travel down the steps and enter a series of corridors. And just even walking into around the first corner, you already feel like you're lost. And you just have this feeling of pervading doom that just is weighing down heavily with each step. And eventually, as you turn one corner into the next, you enter into a room, a large room, where a woman stands in front of a mirror that has been placed among glamorous statues of the most beautiful women in history. At first glance, you believe that this woman is naked, and you aren't exactly wrong. Her skin has been flayed, and she stands glistening in the dim candlelight of the room, her musculature exposed and wet with blood. At her feet are hundreds of piles of flesh that have been sewn together to form a collection of human suits. She frantically steps into one and steps in front of the mirror, catching a glimpse of the hideousness before her. And she swings her fists wildly at the mirror, which shatters into a web of cracks. And then the cracks heal themselves, and she is faced once again with her ugliness. She rips the skin from her body, and she begins her search anew for the perfect outfit. So you have now stumbled upon envy, one of the 7 deadly sins.
That, or was it Buffalo Bill from Silence of the Lambs?
Right.
One of the two.
Is just Andy there, or are we all there now?
No, you're all there. Mm-hmm.
Does she see us?
If she does, she doesn't make any sort of recognition that you are there. And she now moves on to the next suit and begins to try it on.
We have to pass her to get through. Like, do we have to go past her?
Yeah, you'll have to pass her. Yeah.
Andy, why don't you like try to get past her there and see what happens?
You mean after my one? Thanks. Yeah.
It's like the old days. That's what I was up for. I was like, Andy, why don't you try this thing? Don't do that.
Just step around. Well, the good news is she is not interested in any. Well, I'm going to speak for me personally. My bodysuit, she would not want. So, I guess what we need to do is she's kind of fixated on that mirror.
Yep.
And so it kind of seems like that's the source of her power. So we could take and either try to sneak around her or destroy the mirror.
destroy the mirror, she might go nuts.
Or it could kill her.
Look at herself, or it could kill her. Either way.
Or it
50-50.
could just distract her until we can, sneak up on her or something.
Okay, let's destroy the mirror.
Can we do this from afar?
You've
Oh,
got
psychic ones?
You can try.
you've got a cloak full of weapons.
Well, no, I was just saying, anybody in general.
Can I try something else first?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm not sure exactly what we're trying to do, but I thought if it would distracting her from us help. Are we trying to pass past her?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me try. The mirror offers her a sight in which she strangely takes delight. So she suddenly becomes satisfied with her appearance.
Okay.
Ah.
Okay. Sure. Make your roll.
Okay, I'll say karma. Ooh, and I got 87.
Ooh, yeah.
Oh, okay. That's good. Yeah. Yeah. And she does exactly what you described. She has finished putting on the next skin suit, and she looks at herself and she kind of spins and turns, and she's very impressed with what it is that she sees. So
Okay, go. Everybody
go.
You go past her into the next little corridor, and she pays you no heed whatsoever.
Nice
And
work.
I
Good
think
call.
I
We didn't
would.
have to rip her apart. I like not ripping people apart when it's all possible. Or
I know
creature.
that generally I can wait until the end of a scenario to grant karma, but since I know you guys have been spending karma pretty fluently here, I'll go ahead and give you some karma points. So for defeating the 3-4 creatures that you had faced in the cabin, you will get 130 points of karma.
Do we have to share that?
Nope. Each of you get 130.
Good job.
And I don't remember. Can I spend? There's no way to spend karma to bring my health back, right?
That's correct. But since the battle is over, you will get your endurance rank back.
Oh, okay. All right, so we made it through that room, past Envy, and we're in another hall.
Yep. And then Andy, I guess you're still in the lead, so you're the guide. So you're going to roll another single die for me.
Let's see. Die. Come here, roll. 8. Or yeah, it says 6, but I rolled an 8. It showed an 8.
Okay. So you round the next corner of the labyrinth, and you feel the ground tremble beneath your feet. Something is coming. You can feel the fear welling up inside of you as the tremors get louder. From the darkness ahead of you, a humongous shape takes form. This thing is spread-eagled across the hallway, climbing the walls from both sides. Whatever this was in life, it bears little resemblance to anything human. The beast possesses 6 arms in total and a gaping hole for a face. Somewhere deep inside, you can hear the gnashing of its teeth, and a stomach-churning roar comes deep from in its belly. The creature is being ridden by a female Cenobite whose flesh has been peeled back from her scalp. She blows a whistle, and 2 large chattering beasts appear at her beck and call. And I will share the screen here so you can see exactly what it is that you're looking at. Okay, there you are. Do you see that?
Ooh, look at that.
So that mean and nasty thing.
We can rip that apart.
That, where is it? There we go. That right there is your chattering beast.
Jesus.
Oh.
Puppy.
Oh,
Oh.
time to kill some more.
And then there's the one with peeled back head right there.
Blech.
Not a pleasant place to be. Yeah,
Right, so in front of you, then you see them lined out as such. You've got the two chattering beasts here and here, the engineer here, and the female Cenobite there. And just for the record, her name is Angelique.
Can we talk to him instead of attacking them this time?
Yeah, you can certainly try to do that.
Anybody want to have a talk? Anybody have what's your thing here for talking? Is there like a charisma or popularity, right?
Yeah, popularity, if you want to roll that.
Popularity is going to help because they're not like,
Yeah.
But does somebody have a big popularity score?
I think you all have 20.
Yeah. They're not on my social media. I don't know.
No? Okay. Who's the most convincing here of our group?
Well, Mike.
Christy, why don't you go with this one? You feeling inspired? I feel like we need more of like a female thing on this one.
All right.
She might not react well to like these alpha male superpower guys, so maybe just let's calm the situation down. Talk to the dogs.
What is
Sounds like the
sounds
dog's
like there is a
talking.
dog.
That's my house. Outside right now.
you get sound effects too?
I did that on purpose.
I'm not feeling persuasive.
Okay, anybody else? I don't want to put you on the
Trying to
spot.
attack us. She just stopped and is staring at us. Is that what's happening?
Well, she's riding that beast and has sent the dogs kind of running your way. So you have a few moments to react.
We either have to react or pull out milk bones and try to win them over. Gotcha.
Mike, did we lose your sound?
Hey, yeah, I think he switched headphones there.
No.
Okay,
Oh, there he
we
is.
go.
There he is.
Better?
Now we got you. Yep.
There's a button.
So, hey, look, we just want to pass. Is that all right?
You are trespassers here. You do not
We know
belong.
that, but like we need to get through this labyrinth, and would it be okay if we just passed and you just like let us go? We got to talk to the big guy.
None shall speak to Leviathan. He is our lord and master.
Are you sending your dogs to attack us, to hurt us?
Yes, I am.
So we're not gonna. I mean, look what I can do, and I make my little black thing with the tentacles. I mean, like I say, like, look, I can. This is what I can do. Like, this is gonna be a situation. You really want to do this?
You're trying to scare the mean, scary lady.
And
Yeah, I got black tentacles coming out of my head and shit like that.
and she says,
Ready for this?
"Look what I can do."
Oh,
This is what it's always has to come to, doesn't it? All right, let's go. Let's go.
You want to roll initiative then?
Yeah. I suppose we should all do that, huh?
All right. Tell me what you get.
Is a 0 a 0 or is a 0
It's
a 10?
10. Mhm.
Okay. Thank God.
I got a 2.
so still initiative bonus.
Yep.
So I've got a 10.
That's 5.
Okay.
5 on me.
Give me 1 second here.
So do Kurt and I have to arm wrestle?
Yeah.
Okay, so Kurt and Poet got 5s.
Yeah. So we kind of go to the back after talking. I kind of like, okay,
You're
cool,
like,
guys,
ah,
go,
you know.
go. You go do your stuff. I'm going to.
Burton, what'd you
I
get?
tried to reason.
I got a 10.
Time for talking is done. Kurt to the back.
And I'm like, okay, guys, go.
Is that
You
with your
left
plus
hand,
one, Kurt? Or
I got
Mike?
a 5 with plus
No,
one.
I rolled a 10 and I've got a +2
A
initiative.
plus 2. Okay, so you got a 12. Okay. Shard?
I got 3. That's with my plus 1, which I found in the files.
Okay.
So, thank you.
And then Arsenal?
10, and that's with my +3.
Okay. Now, and for the record as well, if you roll a 1 on an initiative, it is a 1. You don't get any bonuses if you roll a 1. Okay, so it looks like Spartan goes first.
All right. I think I will attempt to do just kind of a vibrational blast aimed at the dogs. Just to at least push them back, if not.
Okay, you can affect an area with that power, so they're within an area of each other, so you can affect both of them. Yes.
Okay. And so I'll roll that. A 24.
Okay.
Which is not anything.
That is correct. You kind of fizzle out.
Yep. Next.
So that goes to the engineer, our big boy.
To the engineer.
Yep.
All right.
No, that's this guy. not you, Andy.
Not the real engineer.
He threw me off with the big boy comment, I guess.
So he climbs over the two chattering beasts, and with two of his arms slams down on the ground in front of Poet and Spartan in an attempt to buffet that area and knock you guys off of your feet.
What is it he's slamming?
The ground in front of you.
Oh, it just... Do we have to roll endurance or something to see if we're...
Let's just see if he succeeds. And he did and got a green. So that is going to, if you would like to spend an action to basically dodge this, you can. So you can roll either fighting to evade, but that would be your only action this round. Or you can say that you're going to roll extra actions, and you can attempt to dodge.
Both of us or just Christy?
Usually for the multiple actions, that has to be at the beginning, but we're still kind of getting our feet wet here. If you want to say extra actions now, you may attempt to do that.
Okay. I would like to attempt extra actions.
Mm-hmm.
And so I roll under fighting?
Yep.
Okay. An 80.
Okay. That is definitely at least one for you.
Yeah, that's a yellow.
Okay. Yep. That's an extra action. So you may attempt to dodge.
Okay. Would I be able to try to use my vibration control to counteract the vibration of the strike?
Yes. Yeah. You can use that as well. Yes.
Okay. I'll try that.
Okay. And then Christy,
Mm-hmm.
did you want to roll extra actions or do you want to try to evade?
Yes. What do I have to pay to roll extra actions?
You just roll fighting.
Okay. 66.
Yep, and that's at least a green, so that will get you your extra action.
Okay.
And then you may use this action to dodge, which would reduce damage. So that's going to be an agility roll.
$18.
18? Yeah, that didn't do it. But we'll see what happens with Mike. Mike, what did you roll for your vibration?
I rolled a 50. Which I think
And-
is a green under amazing for the power.
Amazing. Okay.
18 is pretty reflective of my agility in real life, actually.
Okay. Yeah, you're able to absorb that and reduce it basically down to 0 because he would have done 50 points of damage. So you counteracted that.
Cool.
Okay. So then now that will take us to Arsenal.
All right. So I'm gonna roll for extra attacks here. Let's see. Was that 40?
That is a 4.
Oh, that is a 4. Yeah, didn't get the extra attack. So okay.
Now, when you fail for extra attacks, that means you make one action at a -4 column shift.
Holy cow!
That's brutal.
Yeah. Holy moly. Well, in that
Got that
case,
roll.
yeah. I can see my digital die are true to form versus my physical die. All right. In this case, I'm gonna pull out just a semi-automatic weapon and try to light these guys up.
Okay.
So there we've got
That's
a
a
99. So that's a 99 plus the marksman shift, which is 1 column over on, what would that be under? Is that under agility or fighting?
That's agility.
Agility. Okay, so excellent. 1 column over plus 4 columns back. 1, 2, 3. So that's still yellow.
Okay.
So shooting.
And that's not a red no matter what.
Yeah, it took him from, let's see, what's your agility?
My agility is excellent.
Excellent. And
Plus
then
with
plus
one
one
marks.
column shift.
Yep.
And
Also
then
poor.
That
1,
takes me
2,
back to
3, 4
poor.
to a yellow. Yeah.
So that's a
Mhm.
yellow. So aiming right dead center to the chest.
Okay. So that's a bullseye. So you can call that. So, and, oh, well, you know what you didn't roll is to actually pull the weapon. So you need to do that.
All right.
Now I'll give you that one. So roll to see what type of weapon you pull.
Okay. So 83.
All right, so that's going to be a yellow. And so that weapon can do incredible damage.
Yeah.
So it'd be 40.
So that's a yellow.
And who are you aiming towards?
The lady with the skin scalp cap. I want to say Matilda, but that was her. Angelique. That's right.
All right, she got a 58 to dodge. But that still keeps you in the yellow because you can't go any further than shift 0. So that still is going to contact her. And
So I've done some damage or really pissed her off. One of the two.
yeah, you definitely did some damage. And it knocks her off of the beast. So it pulls her back just a little bit right there. All right, so we got 9, 8.
Did I get secondary
6,
damage on the
5.
beast? Did she pull the chains back with her, or did she just let go of the chains?
Nah, she let go.
Oh man!
All right, so Poet and Cygos between the two of you.
I don't know. Do you want to go for it, or shall I try something?
Go ahead, Poet.
Okay. I'm going to address the, what did you call them? The
chattering beasts.
The dogs? The chattering? Yes. Okay. I will say, hey, Toothy boy. Hey, Chunky Floof. Come here, come here. They come to me, roll onto their backs. I'll scritch behind their ears.
That's what my daughter would do.
I'd better say karma for this one because I'm just in time. Oh, God.
You're calling them both over to you?
Yeah.
I rolled ears, yeah. They don't
you rolled a 17.
Yeah.
All right, well, let's bump that up at least to a green.
Okay.
So it's going after their psyche, which fortunately for you, they do not have a very high psyche. Their psyche is typical.
Okay. It's only one square off, so that's
I'm going to roll for them to resist. $68 and a 65. Okay, so they both got a green. They do not come to you, but it does cause them to kind of stop in their tracks for a moment in confusion. Okay? Kurt.
I'm really poet to the dogs, playing with the dogs, and I'm going to go after this lady with the weird
skin cap.
Yeah, skin cap lady. So, and there's also this other beast, right, that's coming at us?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
So what do we roll on when we go for multiple rolls? What's our
fighting?
That's not that great. All right, I'm not gonna take a chance that. All right, I'm not gonna go for both. I guess I'm gonna tendril her, you know?
Okay.
She's fallen off this beast. So I'm gonna try to wrap my tendrils around her, pull her apart, throw her up in the air, and slam her onto the ground.
Okay.
Can I do that?
Yep.
Right? What else is there to do? All right, so let's see what we do on that. Let's see how we do. Coming your way right now.
Karma.
50, which gives me a monstrous, so we're looking at a green, I think, on that. Almost yellow. I should have gone karma on that, but that's all right. So green.
Okay. All right, so you grab hold of her with the tendrils, lift her up, slam her back down into the ground. And 56. All right, she is unconscious.
How about our little doggies? Do they stop or no?
Well, they have stopped, and
Yeah,
they're just kind of looking at each other in confusion.
But nothing else happened. I mean, we don't see a change in the other players as a result of this scalp woman going unconscious.
That's correct.
Okay.
And Shard.
Okay. I am going to pull out my palette and paints and swirl blue colors through the air towards the large, the engineer. Sorry, isn't that who that is? The big guy. Mm-hmm. And as I do that, I say Alice's tears, and they coalesce above him and form an overly salty, acid-like rain.
Okay.
Over it.
And that will be that'll be on in the incredible column. That's a universal spell.
Okay, incredible. And I got a 66.
Okay.
And that's yellow, yellow.
And then don't forget you've got occult lore, so that adds a column shift to the right. So you're on the amazing column. So that's a yellow.
Yellow.
And that will do 40 points of damage to him. Okay. You see the flesh of the engineer kind of start to kind of melt a little bit as that acid rain begins to hit it, and it roars in pain. And did anybody have extra actions? Nope. Okay, so
Nope.
we'll come back around to next initiative. And that rolls back around, unfortunately, to the engineer. So he saw Shard weaving her magic, so he crawls on the ceiling over in your direction right there. And he reaches forth with his clawed hands in an effort to grab a hold of you. And botches it. He misses, just whiffs it. Got a 21. Okay, so you feel those arms just whiff right over top of your head. And then we go to Spartan.
I think I'd like to try to kind of mimic the attack, kind of the smashing vibrational attack that the engineer tried last round, and kind of leap towards Angelique and the dogs and do that in front of them.
Okay.
And should I roll under the vibration power or
Yes,
under?
and
Okay.
since you're kind of leaping over there as well, I'm going to let you add a column shift to that as though it is somewhat of a charging attack.
Okay.
So it'll be like a Hulk smash kind of thing.
Gotcha. That'll be under monstrous then if it's one column.
Okay.
74.
Okay.
Which is yellow.
This little doggy flies off the edge and disappears into the abyss. Whereas this one gets thrown down the steps to about right there. Angelique is already out, so we don't really need to worry too much about her. All right, so you definitely did some damage to that other dog. The other one is gone.
Animals in your games just like are brutalized.
So now 12, 11, 10 Arsenal.
So we have the engineer left.
Yep.
Okay. And he's still on the ceiling.
Mm-hmm.
I'll take the same weapon, just the submachine gun. Try to run 2 or 3 rounds in his head there.
Okay. So if you say head, that's a bullseye. You gotta get a yellow.
Okay. I'm confident in my roll this time. 65.
That's pretty good.
65 plus a column shift over. So that is, oh, you gotta be kidding me. Because that's agility, right?
Yeah.
Agility.
Plus 1 column shift.
Plus 1 column shift. So I got a green missed it by 1 square.
Oh, are you kidding me?
Nope.
All right. Well, you don't hit it in its head, and that's unfortunate because he does have body armor. So that only did 10 points of damage, sadly. Okay. Okay, so back to Poet and Psyghost.
Poet.
Okay. So we've got the engineer.
Yep.
And he's still being rained upon, as far as I can tell.
Yes.
What I would say is this salty rain the acid bath on the engineer it pours. It hits his skin as it would a slug, and he melts into the floor.
Okay, say that again.
The salty rain, the acid bath, pours on the engineer it pours. It hits his skin as it would a slug, and he melts into the floor.
Okay.
Just let him kick his ass. I mean, that's what this is going to boil down to.
Ooh, 91.
Told you.
Oh, there we go. Bye-bye. Melt. Just melt, melt, melt. It doesn't melt.
It's like a cone in the summer.
All right, so the rain continues on him, and he loses his grip on the ceiling and falls to the floor.
Caramel.
And yeah, kind of just starts to turn into this caramel gooiness, and you're beginning to see the skeleton now that is coming through. He's still writhing, still, moving. So you haven't killed him yet, but he has certainly taken a lot of damage from that for sure.
He's still oozing, caramel, like caramely goo oozing. He's just a bunch of ooze now.
Yep.
Yeah.
But still moving.
Oh, Jesus Christ. All right. I'm going to create sort of black psychic energy. It's going to turn into a bulldozer kind of thing. And I'm just going to push him over the edge.
All right.
Get rid of this idiot. You ready for this?
We're ready for this.
Are you sure?
I think so. Are you ready?
Not really. Yeah. Don't, it doesn't work.
Would you roll a 20? All right, so you create a quasi bulldozer that's about the size of a...
And I start to get a migraine, and I just can't quite, I've been working a lot with this black void, and after a time it starts to really take effect on my head, and I scream out in pain, and the black bulldozer kind of dissipates before it hits him.
All right.
Does it help if we yell out, "Yes, we can," like Bob the Builder?
No, an Advil helps. A couple Advils help a lot, but other than that, no.
All right, Shard, it's your turn.
So he's just a goopy mess that his skeleton is there and his head maybe has a brain in it, right?
Yep.
Okay. I'm just gonna use my soul sword and just try to stab him in his whatever's left of his skull.
Okay.
Simple. And I got 30.
30.
30. And that is...
It's like a white.
Incredible, right? Or yeah. No, you said incredible on my sleeve.
Well, that's gonna be your fighting, so it's under excellent.
That's excellent. Sorry.
So that's a white. All right, so you drive the soul sword down into the ground, just in front of his head. You missed.
Okay.
Now it's covered in goo.
Whoa!
Yeah, you slipped in the goo on the way there. Okay, so no extra actions for anybody that round, right? Okay, so we roll back around and it's back to the engineer. As he is writhing in pain, he swipes at your legs, Shard. I keep reaching for actual dice that aren't there. I'm so not used to rolling online. God dang. I was rolling like shit the other day, but now 77. So that's a yellow. And you will take 40 points of damage unless you choose to dodge or evade. If you evade, that's the only action you will take this round.
Okay, I'll evade.
That'll be on your fighting again.
I got a 92.
Ooh. So what that does is that a red? No, it's a yellow. So it puts you at a +1 column shift for next round against the engineer.
Okay.
With anything that you would do.
Okay.
So then it goes to Spartan.
I'm kind of away from the action, but I'll turn around.
Don't forget about this little guy, though.
Oh yeah. I'll kind of move to follow up and see if I can finish that guy off, and just kind of do a swing down with the bat charged with vibration.
Okay.
76.
Okay, and that's under fighting.
76, excellent, is just a yellow.
Okay. And the damage on that charged?
Charged, amazing blunt damage, ignores body armor with vibration charge.
Okay, sweet. You crack that thing right down on its skull and it just caves in and it falls, slumps over dead at your feet.
Sweet.
I don't know why I can't put a little thing on him, but anyway, he's dead. Okay. I'll just delete him. Bye. He's gone.
Bloop.
Okay. So then we come back around to Arsenal.
All right, I guess we need to take care of that engineer. So I am going to move over to him in this area and, oh, not on top of Kurt. Move over to him in that area and just totally heel kick him right in the head.
Okay. Fighting.
Yep. And then with martial arts E, wouldn't that be plus?
Yep. That's plus
a one column shift. All right. And karma. Let's finish this guy off. So 16. Yeah, definitely gonna need karma there. So fighting, remarkable 16. Get up to a green on that guy.
Okay. And your strength is?
10.
Okay, so it'll do 10 points of damage there. Now the good thing is with the
I should have a +1 column shift for strength, grappling, or not grappling but agility, right?
Not for damage.
Okay. Just for action.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
With what Christy had done, she basically took away his body armor. So you're able to pierce through that at least and actually do some damage to him. Okay. He's still writhing, however. So that will bring us then to Kurt and Christy.
Christy, give us something. Come on.
I was like, please, you.
He's got a headache.
I'm like, my head's bothering me, but when Poet looks at me, I'm like, all right, I'll do my best. I'll dig deep. Okay. I don't have a lot of energy, so I just take my baton and with psychic energy, throw it right at him. Does that sound good?
Sounds good.
All right.
So if that's going to be telekinesis, is that right?
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what it is. See, I told you, Poet. I told you. You should have gone 25. Nothing happens there.
All right.
The headaches, the cost is just too much at this point.
All right, back to Poet.
What did you hurl at it?
With his billy club.
Like a daredevil baton, but I can throw it psychically.
Can I throw it actually physically?
Yes.
Sure, take it. Just it's not doing any good for me. You can have it. Like do
I'm
whatever.
nearby. I'll just
have fun with my baton.
But on the way to returning it to you, I will just like take a whack at its head.
Okay.
You can do it. You can keep it for a while. Really, I'm not doing much good here.
I'll clean it off. It's gonna be mucky.
Having my issues, okay?
Okay, I appreciate it. Because I don't carry a weapon. I've got nothing here. And I don't even know my strength.
Watching the conversation.
Barely.
Somebody do something.
All right, so Christy, roll fighting.
Okay. Oh, good. Okay. At least that's excellent. I'll say karma too. Ooh. I rolled 4.
Oh. Oh, she just hit herself in the head. Christy's knocked out. Kurt has a headache. Christy's knocked out. What's it?
Yeah.
That
That wasn't. Yeah. Kind of a psychic baton, so maybe it doesn't work well when you just like try to take it and just play with it, you know?
The bad part is I'm standing.
You did say
between...
karma though, so you can bump it up to a green if you like.
I did. I don't even. Is green gonna do anything?
You'll actually do a little bit of damage to him, so it'll be good.
I guess green stops me from knocking myself unconscious.
It does do that.
I'll do that.
Okay.
Or since I'm standing right next to you, knocking me unconscious.
Right. My gift to you, I will accept the karma.
All right, so you bop him in his noggin, and he goes, yeah.
Didn't we like fry this guy into caramel? What? He's still going. I feel like
He's still
been
going.
out since we fried him into caramel.
Still going.
He's a pile of goo with a
Like, come on,
head.
let's go.
He had almost 200 health points, so.
Let's go.
Well, we got him down to what, 150?
Dana.
Ah, crap.
Yeah, crap.
I wasn't thinking. Okay, so pile of goop. Okay. I'm sorry. Okay, so I'm going to shit.
Well, don't do that.
I don't think that's going to
I'm
help.
not doing that. I'm not rolling
Else
for
is
that.
working right now.
He's already a pile of goo.
Okay. I don't know if you're gonna let me do this, but I'm gonna try it anyway. Okay. So I've got my palette and I pull out some gold paint, swirl it around, and a pocket watch just suspends in the air. And I take the paintbrush and I turn it back, or turn it forward, sorry, forward. And this is hanging over the guy, and the pocket watch is pushing time forward. So he's hopefully dissolving faster.
Oh, okay. All right.
You gonna let me do that? Get
Sure.
away with that one?
Yeah. That'll be a, is that dimensional? Nah, we're going to call that universal.
I've got,
Incredible +1 column shift.
incredible.
So it's on the amazing.
It is 90.
That should do it. That ought to do it.
Incredible plus a column shift, yes.
Yep.
Caramel dude's gone.
Yep. So you see him continue to melt. The skeleton now begins to crumble and mix with the goo on the floor. So we have now successfully taken out the engineer.
Do we take out the 2 dogs too? Both of them?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
We're done. Nice
You are
work.
done.
Great. The caramel's gone.
And then you see the path leading forward from here, which will take you on to the next level of hell.
You all want to go back to the park now and like just celebrate a little bit? Like just have
Probably
like
catch the end of the concert.
Yeah, I think we can. I think it's like Los Lobos or something like that.
Sweet.
That's the best you can do.
You know, Millennium Parks is good, but it's not always that great. It's like it's kind of there. It's free. You know, you can't complain.
All right, Andy, lead on.
Oh, well, I think Mike's got the better charge there. So,
all right, you want to pass the baton?
Well, there's 3 paths in front of us, right? 2 down the stairs and 1 straight ahead.
Yep.
And if the mantra from last week stands, do not split up the group. So I guess the question is, are we moving together as one down one path? If so, which way do you guys want to go?
I think straight ahead is probably probably the best way to go. I don't think...
That's the way she came from, right, Angelique?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Mhm.
We should probably go that way.
Okay.
She's trying to keep us out of there.
Yep.
Okay, so Mike, take the
Forward on.
lead. Give me a single die roll.
All right. And just,
Thanks for that, Kurt.
do I, just kind of off topic, do I have to roll to take rock form, or is it for body armor, or is that?
Yeah, yeah, you would.
And that would take a turn?
Yes. Now,
Okay.
if you want to do that now, you can.
You know what? I'm going to go ahead and do that, just,
Okay.
as a precaution.
Sure.
46 on remarkable is green.
Okay. Now, what you essentially do with that is whatever materials happen to be around you at that time, you draw those to yourself to form the body armor around you. Okay.
Sweet.
So in this case, you are now covered in this kind of whitish blue stony armor. Okay.
And the single die roll is a 6.
Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Isn't the battle over? What are we doing now?
Battle's over, you're moving forward.
Good.
As you round the next corner of the labyrinth, you come upon a large man in an apron standing behind what looks like a hot dog cart. The man wears a funny stuffed hat in the shape of a wiener dog.
Is this a Stan Lee appearance?
Finally, we made it to the cameo.
The top of the cart is open, and he is digging furiously at the contents. He pulls out hot dog after hot dog, and he shoves them in his mouth, making a sickening slurping sound as he wolfs down the sausages. Grease and gristle running down his chin. As you pass, you see that the front of his apron is soaked in blood just below the abdomen. The hot dogs that he is eating are spilling out of the enormous gash in his stomach, falling into a rancid pile of rotten meat on the floor.
So are the hot dogs he's putting in his mouth rotten, or just the meat on the floor rotten?
Both.
And is he eating them Chicago style or New York style?
I was thinking we could get a little bite to eat, but maybe not. I'm rethinking that now.
And
yeah, so we go up to him and we say, "Hey, what's up, guy? How's it going today? Selling hot dogs?"
And all he does is he shovels more of those things in his mouth.
It could be glutton, buddy, unless
yeah.
So maybe you're eating a little too many of those, and maybe you should like get the buns off and just eat the big.
Like 2 conies with mustard, please.
So hungry.
Do you mind if can we just walk past you here, guy, or is there going to be an issue?
He's not paying any attention to you. He just wants
go.
more
Move on.
food.
Let's go.
He's just getting ready for the Nathan's hot dog challenge.
Do you have passed gluttony?
Yeah.
Mike, you still
AKA
in the lead?
Joey Chestnut.
Yeah.
Okay, roll me another single die.
7.
All right, so you're walking down this long hallway, and there are over 100 naked bodies that have been chained to the walls. The victims along the hall are all groaning with an unearthly chorus of moans, and they're hopelessly reaching for their partner that has been placed across the hallway just out of reach, their arms stretching for one single touch to satiate their unyielding desire of the flesh. Even if they could break their bonds, they would find no relief. Their eyes cannot see, their tongues cannot kiss, and they cannot consummate their desire for one another, for you see, all of the necessary parts are missing.
From both sides, for both of them, or just one? All of them are
both sides. Yeah.
So we can't really satisfy them all by walking up the hallway and just having a good time.
You do brush across their fingers as they are reaching there, and from each of them you hear a soft moan once they make contact with you.
No.
Hey, $20 is $20.
Probably. Is it lust? Are we walking by lust now?
Yes. All right, another roll.
What are we rolling for on these rolls?
Yeah, this is just getting you through the path.
Oh, okay, okay.
9.
Oh, 9. Okay, this chamber is decked out in purple and gold fabrics, draped floor to ceiling with tall fire chalices in front of great columns along the walls. There are 2 Egyptian bast statues that greet you as you enter, but the faces of the cat beasts have been pierced with a series of gigantic nails, and their eyes glow blue. A long velvet carpet leads to a series of steps that reveal a throne and altar. Seated on the throne is Leviathan's queen, Lady Abigor. This haunting and striking woman is clad in black leather, but her alabaster skin shows in the most provocative way. Although she bears a horrific presence, you can tell that she was once a beautiful woman, perhaps the most beautiful woman that had ever once lived. With the decor of the room, you are reminded of the tales of the likes of Cleopatra and Helen of Troy. This was a woman that men would die for in life. And now, even in death, she controls the fates of her subjects. To that note, your attention is drawn to a pair of faceless men kneeling below her, washing her bare feet with delicate care, while another feeds her what appears to be eyeballs from an ornate ceramic bowl, as though they were grapes. Guarding her throne are a pair of chattering beasts that stand and arch their backs when you arrive. A final hulking Cenobite stands at the base of the stairs holding one of the biggest machine guns you've ever seen. His eyes are sewn open and he bears a maniacal grin as his muscles ripple and glisten like a forgotten 80s action hero gone horribly wrong. Lady Abigor addresses the group. You do not belong here, but you are welcome to spend an eternity with me. State your business.
We're looking for our pal. Not sure if you might have seen him. Purple and maroon guy. Dreamslayer, I believe is his name.
I have heard,
Maybe you heard of him?
The Dreamslayer, yes. He fancies himself a savior, but there is a darkness inside him. A darkness that he struggles more and more to keep at bay. He is fighting a losing battle. How precious of you to think that you can save him. If Lord Leviathan has him, then the man you once knew is lost, just as you are lost in the Labyrinth. You are here with us now, and here you will stay. You have made a grave mistake in coming here. You will serve as Leviathan sees fit. Come, let us taste of your flesh.
Yeah, we've heard that before. Poet, do you like these cats? Can we do something with these cats? Let's not kill the cats. Can you charm the cats? Or so look, can we just pass? Are we gonna have to like get into a situation here again?
None shall pass.
None shall pass. No, of course. Anybody have any ideas?
I say we just throw down.
I
Kind of looks like that's what's going to happen, but I am concerned about the darkness that was growing in Dreamslayer. I knew he should not have smoked those clove cigarettes.
What?
Gets them every time.
That's not exactly right.
Yeah. So you look, really look good in the black leather and everything. Just, we think you're really great. We're really big fans of yours. We love like the whole thing going on here and everything, but we're just wondering if we could just pass. Cause like, let's just work together here a little bit, What do you think? I try to charm her. Can I make a roll on that?
You want to do that with your is it telepathy? Maybe
With
let's see
my
here.
telepathy, like trying to really wrap like the darkness around her and make my darkness feel like it's with her black leather and everything's going really, really well, and like we can just pass.
Yeah, really just vibing with.
Yeah, just creating vibe.
Telepathy
like,
on a demon entity.
everything's good. Like it's all blackness and darkness, and we're just gonna go past. Like
Right.
that kind of.
Or can you project a demon entity field around us to make us look like we belong there?
Yeah, I could probably do that. That would maybe require. I think I got that going on here in the situation. So
Okay.
like, that's what I'm doing. It's just like everything's good. There's blackness all around us, and we're all like sensual blackness here with the cats, and it's leather and cats and blackness, and we're just gonna walk on by.
Can we have a roll to see how many times Kurt can say blackness in the next 5 minutes?
That's racist.
Oh, this is a different. This isn't. Well, anyway. Okay, so let's do. Should we do this or no?
Okay, so roll. You're going to be kind of doing a combination here of void projection and telepathy, I think.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. So this is going to be a power stunt.
Yep, definitely a power stunt.
Okay. So what you're going to need to do is you're going to need to call Karma.
Calling Karma.
And you're going to need to roll a red. Now, you can
Oh.
roll a yellow and bump yourself up to red, but you got to at least roll a yellow so you can actually bump yourself up.
All right. All right. I'll give it a go. Are you ready, everybody?
Ready.
Hit it with blackness.
Ooh, 77
That's a yellow.
with the Karma. We're
Mhm.
good.
Okay.
Yeah, so it would be red is at 91, right?
Yep.
86.
Is it 86? Okay. That's on the monsters column, right? Yeah, 86. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay. So this changes things. And she is taken aback by the display that comes out of you. Now, you were saying that you wanted to kind of let the void have a different appearance than what originally he had manifested in your youth, which was the black crow-like bird.
Yeah, this is just I have ability to control it, to create shapes that I want to create. So this is just kind of a phantasmagoric assemblage of sensual and hallucinogenic images that would charm her as we snuck.
Okay. So you see her react in a way that no Cenobite probably has ever reacted before, and you detect a note of abject fear coming from her. There are very few things on any plane that could scare her, but she recoils ever so slightly in fear from the display that you are putting forth. And she says, "The darkness that is in the Dreamslayer pales in comparison to the darkness that resides within you. Perhaps you are worthy of my husband's favor. You have impressed me.
We just really want to just move on right now. Like,
Come.
Appreciate that. Thank you. But can we just
Come.
Oh, Jesus.
I will take you to my master."
Well, okay, well, let's go. Let's go, everybody. Head to the master. All good, right? That's where we wanted to go in the first place. This will be like the quick quick stop on the subway. Yeah, we'll just get there real fast. Yep. All right.
All right, so let me pull something up here real quick.
At least we avoided the other 5 or 6 sins.
No, she's gonna take you to be sacrificed in front of the other ones.
She has no idea what I'm capable of.
She knows you have blackness, though. It's all about the blackness.
Nothing compared to
Got
me.
the blackness.
Yeah, the blackness.
Like that whole Dark Phoenix thing, I just laughed at that.
All right, so there you see Lady Abigor. And she leads you down a series of hallways, past more horrors along the way. And that was her little 80s throwback action hero there. And he escorts you guys as you walk down the hallways as well. And then she takes you to a large open room, kind of a chapel. And within this chapel, you see this lovely looking gentleman who is commonly referred to as Butterball. He is a short, fat, squat slug of a man with dark shades. And this beast called the Chatterer, whom those chattering beasts were named after. This is their namesake. And the female Cenobite here, and amidst all of them, the one known as Pinhead. And then floating above them, high in the sky, you see Leviathan himself, itself, this four-sided diamond shape that is spinning in the sky above you. And as I stated before, there are black lights that are swirling around him. And Lady Abigor introduces you to her husband, Leviathan. And you are met with one of those black shards of light that is coming out of him. And you are flooded with visions in answer to all of your questions. Leviathan himself is weak, and he is ashamed to admit this. You see a great and terrible god, black as night, arrive in Leviathan's realm. It has a gaping maw lined with razor-sharp teeth and a cape of black raven feathers. This looks exactly, Kurt, like what you had seen in the dreaming. The god attacks Leviathan, and the battle is impossible to comprehend. There is no physicality to the brawl, and yet it is fierce. The Dark Invader usurps control of Leviathan, calling his subjects, the Cenobites, to him, who flock like dutiful children. One of them offers up the Lament Configuration, and the Dark God solves it with the power of his mind, opening up a portal to Earth. The destination? Where you just came from, none other than IROSHAN headquarters. The Dark God transfers a piece of his consciousness to each of the Cenobites, and they pour through the portal and begin to mete out whatever vengeance the Dark God has planned on the unsuspecting team in Evansville. It is a bloodbath, one which you saw the aftermath of. Dreamslayer and Phantasm arrive just in time to prevent the deaths of their team, but they are struck down and disappear along with the invading presence possessing the Cenobites. Their duty fulfilled, the Cenobites turn back to the portal and return to their duties as though nothing ever happened, seemingly oblivious to what had just transpired. And with that, the presence of Leviathan leaves you, and you awaken on the floor of IROSHAN headquarters.
Millennium Park, everybody. We're going to get that picnic now.
And Mike, as you awaken, that your helmet that you wear as a part of your costume was designed for you by Bonaventura, if you remember him from way back in the day, kind of the Iron Man of Evansville. And you have like a little headset, like phone kind of thing in the earpiece of that headset. And you receive a message alert, this beeping that's going off in there. And it just so happens it's your wife, Jess. Mike, I have been trying to reach you for hours. Where are you?
Busy? Why?
Well, whatever you're doing right now, it's going to have to wait. You need to get home, and I'm talking right now.
Okay. Well, I'll be there in a minute.
Mike, I can't wake Sylvie.
Oh, shit.
And something's going on out in the streets. I don't know what it is. I'm no expert in these things. You know that. But I'm pretty sure these are zombie Vikings that are running in our streets. Are you with your friends, your little friends, superhero
yes.
friends? You might want to bring them. There's a lot of them.
Okay. Guys, we've got zombie Vikings in Vermont.
Didn't it just snow there?
Yeah, but it's fairly warm. It's like, yeah.
Are you sure it's just not the native people that live there?
Pretty sure. Yeah.
They're not wearing flannel.
Yeah, no flannel.
And just in time, that draws our adventure to a close for the evening. Another cliffhanger.
Bum, bum, bum.
Yeah, good job bypassing all of the hard work that I did there, Kurt. Thanks for that.
Like, can we just skip to the end? All right.
Okay, so let me give you some karma points for that one. Okay, everybody gets 200 karma points. Kurt, you're going to get an extra 50.
Okay, y'all. Until next in 2 weeks. Have a happy holidays, right?
Yes, yeah. Merry Christmas, everybody.
Merry Christmas, everybody.